George Ezra is beside us on the couch. George, pleasure to have you with us
thank
chatting
you
to us
for
today.
having me.
We were just actually saying, just during the tail end of that last song, you've played the highlight of your festival career until you came to Electric Picnic.
Of course.
Has been playing the Pyramid stage in Glastonbury.
Yes.
And I said to George, tell me where it is that, people like you, artists, stay at Glastonbury, because you famously hear that, the campsite's a bit of a mess and people working there and media and everyone has to camp. So please tell me they put you in a nice hotel.
Well, no, the first year I camped. So the first year I camped, but there was showers in the campsite. They were like, "Do you want to go and camp with your friends?" I was like, "No, I'll commute. I'll stay here. I've got a shower here." The second year I did, I got a little cottage for me and my band to stay in, which was nice. And then this year, we were on and off the same day. We left at something like 2 a.m. the day that we played. But I went and partied. I did fancy dress as a tiger. I did face paint. I got my sister to do it. I didn't get noticed once. I was like out in the crowd. No one had a clue who I was.
Is that a real thing now? You can't go anywhere but people
I
go,
think it's
George
more,
Ezra.
No, not really. I'm fine. It's just more when you're at a festival, your name's on a bill. Say a percentage of the people at that festival might be interested in seeing you, and if they see you drunk, that's even more of an award, isn't it?
And when you're in the campsite, like afterwards, do you have the guitar with you? You might lash out a few tunes, so then it's like, then you lash out Budapest. Everyone's like, hang on.
Yeah.
I think I know that voice.
No, do you know what? I only got clocked once, and I went to go and buy a round of drinks, and I got ID'd, and I was like, oh no. So then I got my ID out, and the girl she looked at me like, why? It says George Ezra on your ID. It was embarrassing. The whole
She's shouting
thing.
over the bar, that tiger!
Yeah, exactly,
that tiger is George Ezra!
Yeah.
George, you were on tour with Hozier.
Yes.
He is one of our a son of Aaron.
Yeah.
Our very most one of our biggest stars at the minute. What was that like?
Now, Hozier, the whole tour was an absolute breeze. The crew were lovely. The shows, the audience as well. You find that his audience are nice people on the whole.
I like that.
On the whole.
Just that slippery little on the whole.
Well, no. Everyone has, George Ezra fans are nice people on the whole. It was a breeze. It really was. And the venues that he's playing are beautiful. And when I got the chance to see him, he was always lovely as well.
Because there's like all these celebrities showing up to your gigs as well. Like Taylor Swift was at some of those gigs, and there's some other big stars coming to those gigs. You kind of all meet up afterwards and sort of hang out and like have a good time.
No, I'm kind of like, there was a few nights, we had a night in Nashville that me and Andrew, were at the same do kind of thing, but I always feel like a villain when I'm the person to burst the bubble, but when you're on tour with somebody, you see very little of them, because say I'm supporting you, right, okay.
And
I
Paddy
like the sound of
is
that.
in a band called Storyfold.
There you go, so I'm
let's
supporting
imagine-
I like
Paddy.
this.
George Ezra is supporting
I can't wait to tell the
Storyfold.
rest of the band.
Yeah.
I can book George Ezra as my support for the
So,
next shows.
Paddy, you're sound checking.
Right, okay.
I'm doing promo. And then I sound check. You're then doing promo.
Okay.
And then it's time for me to go on stage once you've, done your promo. So it's like kind of ships in the night. You
is
don't
it
see
almost
each
a bit
other.
awkward when you do meet up? Because
No, I
you'd
think
imagine to have a great relationship, whereas you don't really see much of each other, and it's a bit.
No, I think it's more that the public think that, oh, you're on tour, you must be like bunk beds and like high-fiving when you wake up and things like that. You don't really see each other that
I
often.
love the idea of you and Hozier in bunk beds. Hey, if you were to do a Taylor Swift, though she brings all these people on stage at her gigs, all her celebrity chums, if you were to bring out your celebrity chums, who would they be? Like,
I've
would you
seen a
kind
lot
of go?
of C6 Steve this summer. I'd like to bring him out
yeah.
on stage. I'd get Ian McKellen out for the Listen to the Man video.
'Cause-
All the old boys, if you don't mind me saying.
Because she got Ellen out in like this really sparkly sequin dress. If you got C6 Steve into that, as something similar.
Yeah. That would be
get
great. That would break the
headlines.
internet. Yeah,
that
I
would break.
reckon so.
Okay, now
We've
it's
done a quiz,
We have done a
George.
quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing is, obviously, you're a keen student of geography because
I was having this conversation with my little brother just the other day. I am awful at geography.
No, now you're not.
your song Budapest followed up soon after by Barcelona.
Yeah.
Obviously, you are, we think, a keen student of geography. So this is the Miles from Budapest quiz, all right? Since you're an expert in all things.
We checked out all the mileage
Yeah.
on Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
All you need to tell us is
Famous
which of
line
these
in your song.
is more miles from Budapest.
Okay.
All right, so here you go. So is Strably, where we currently are, or Moscow, which we are currently not, more miles from Budapest? Which of them is more miles from Budapest? George Ezra.
Do you see where we're going with
I
this?
would say
Stradbally or Moscow?
I'd say Moscow is closer.
So it is Stradbally is more miles from Budapest.
Yes.
You just want him to say more miles from Budapest.
Yes,
isn't
we
it?
do, yeah. It's the correct answer!
Hey.
2,428 kilometres from Budapest, Stradbally, where we currently are. In Moscow, just 1,859. But you knew that. Miles from Budapest. Is Stradbally more miles from Budapest or Barcelona more miles from Budapest? We're ticking all the boxes here with George Ezra songs. Stradbally or Barcelona more miles from Budapest?
I would say that Barcelona is closer.
So again, Stradbally. I hate to hark on here.
How do you
But
stickler for detail?
Stradbally is more miles from Budapest. It's the correct answer.
Yeah, hold tight.
I'm seeing a
Barcelona just
pattern here.
1,923
There you
kilometres
go.
from Budapest, but you knew that,
You'll
obviously.
be in the next geography textbook for the GCSEs and the Leaving Cert.
Your final question, George Ezra. Is Stradbally more miles from Budapest, or is Ratheniska, which is the site of Europe's largest outdoor event and festival, only up the road in fact, which of those is more miles from Budapest? Stradbally
Now, bear in
or
mind-
Ratheniska?
I've never heard
It's-
of Ratheniska.
Yeah, Ratheniska. See this couch we're on now? Ratheniska is small, although has about 280,000 people at Europe's largest outdoor event.
It's a ploughing festival.
So
In
basically,
Ireland, our
it's a
biggest
bit of an
event's a
unfair
ploughing
question, but we
festival.
just wanted to. I don't know. We wanted to get a bit agricultural on your ass there.
See, I have no idea where that.
Yeah.
Stradbally or Ratheniska?
I'm going to say Stradbally is closer.
Stradbally is closer to Budapest by 1 kilometre.
There you go.
And the next
What
time you
a
get asked, what's
genius.
that random quiz you played on the radio? You can
Yeah,
say
I
that
can
weird
say.
one with Ruth and Paddy about geography. I still don't
Okay,
know what it was
okay.
about.